certain parts of the house. Oh, I'm sorry, I just forgot to say hello family. But this is part 2 from y'all know what we talking about. But they were trying their best to hide all of this information from you. So whenever this situation happened, when they tried to basically block your memory, yes, they did hit you in the head with something, but before that, they did a lot of spell work to like basically slow you down in so many different ways, mentally and physically as well. And when they did this, that's when they decided they would attack you. And for a while it worked. You did not remember anything. You were literally not remembering any of the situations that happened. You literally one day woke up. I said this in one of my readings already some time ago, but when this is why it feels like you woke up one day. This is why it feels like you literally had an experience where you were conscious about yourself. You remember memories from when you were a little baby, but for some reason real memories don't really start until you got a certain age. And for me, it was 6 years old. I was in my own room and I woke up and I got out the bed knowing that my other siblings were upstairs, and I was wondering, why am I by myself? But for some reason I couldn't remember anything else. I just knew I was 6 years old. My name is Shamaya, and I started walking around, or I tried to. And for some reason I could not feel my legs, and I was scooting around the room or the house trying to find my grandmother, who was in the kitchen fake washing dishes or whatever she was doing. And I was not aware of whatever traumas I was like going through at the time. And I just remember calling my grandmother's name, and I remember saying, I can't feel my legs, I don't know what's wrong with my legs. When you were younger, when they hit you in the head, like I said in one of my other readings, you fell down some stairs or you just fell off of something, and they thought you were done, and they put you in the bed thinking that they would be able to say like you something, they don't know what happened, you passed away in your sleep or something, like that was going to be the cover up. But for some reason, while whoever it was for y'all, somebody was in the kitchen or in a different room or just somewhere, and they didn't expect you to get out the bed. You got out the bed and scooted towards them and started crawling towards them, and they were terrified. They literally told you, just go back and lay down, because they didn't want to turn around and look at you. They didn't want to see nothing that was going on with you. I'm hearing for some of you, y'all probably broke y'all leg. Y'all actually probably broke y'all leg, and they thought you were done, but this is when they knew, like, oh yeah, they activated, like this little person is activated. Like that's how they knew that your DNA was very, very strong, because they already had did so much to try to slow you down, and you still survived what they put you through. And so many people have questions or had questions trying to figure out what happened to you when you were younger, why you didn't remember something, or why nobody was talking about it, or why somebody was keeping something so secretive. And then these same people that the family paid off to help them destroy your image, separated from them, separated from you, and just watched everything happen. They literally watched everything happen. I gotta share this experience, y'all. I remember, well, actually, I'm gonna share it like this. This is bad news for somebody. Somebody remembering this is bad news. They're lacking structure right now, because whatever unexpected information you're getting, or memories you gave or remembered, you are allowing yourself to gain clarity. I just saw the word clarity up there at the top. But not only just gain clarity, but they feel so defeated that you remember your past. You remember your childhood. They never wanted you to go in certain areas of the house, or because they didn't want you to start remembering something. But even still, when you would go around those certain parts, you wasn't remembering it, or if something wasn't clicking for you. And they thought this was funny. They found it so funny that you had completely forgot something. So they would throw stuff in your face and say stuff to you, and they found it so funny. And that's why you would be wondering, like, this can't be my real family, because the way they be treating me is crazy. And then they tried to like say, you better accept this, or you better still love us and overextend your love for us, because we are your family and this is your life, basically. That's just that. Like, this is what you get. Like, This family wanted revenge on you as a child and getting into your teenage years so bad, because when they attacked you when you were younger, they were not able to take you out, of course, and it sparked an investigation. Somebody was asking questions like, no, what did y'all do to this child? And this family thought they were so clever because they were able to cover it up and sweeten you up and make you say the right things they wanted you to say. Because I'm hearing that somebody talked to you too as a child when you were younger, and they asked you how did you feel about your family, and you might have said you loved them, or you might have really yeah, they spiritually were manipulating you. They were attacking you so bad to make you think that they were nice and sweet and they loved you. This is why when you got older, for some reason you were like, oh, they never did this before. Like, for some reason, more things that you liked would be in the refrigerator. More things that you wanted to do would be incorporated into the day. More things that you wanted to see or experience, whatever it was, you got to do that. They started taking you out, like family reunion trips and stuff. They started really doing all of this, and then also doing a lot of magic manipulation so that they can make you be how they want you to, so that you can never speak up. And somebody has been watching them for a long time, trying to figure out, like, what did they do? How did they get this person to like do that? And it was because of the magic. Now somebody has reality about what happened, about what choices they made and why that wasn't a good choice. Somebody is escaping. Well, you could be escaping the prison they wanted you in, of course, but they are feeling very, very seen. They feel so disconnected from self right now. When you were younger, you got out of this basement a lot of times, or you literally just got out of the house a lot of times. And when you got older, one of the experiences they had with you was this was a tower for them. This is why they decided to do what they did to you. So when you were probably around like 5 or 6, or you could have been a little older, please take a hat, resonate. Nobody was home, and you figured out a way to get out of the house, to like unlock the door and get free from something, whatever trap they had you in. You got free up out of it, and you went out the door in the back, and you were hiding behind something. It could have been a gate, a car. For some of you, if you had car pieces around the house or whatever, you were hiding behind a car part, like whatever it was, a bush as well. And you heard somebody in the house start screaming, and you literally knew it was over with. Like, you knew you were caught, and you literally was like you felt like you had to freeze, because you felt like if you would have kept going, somebody was gonna do something to you. Like, you felt like it was life or death type of situation. Like, you felt like you were about to lose your life if you would have kept going with something. And so you decided to just let them catch you. And then somebody took you in the house, and they most likely probably beat you real bad so that you wouldn't remember it, or so that you would know, like, be scared enough not to do it again. This was a big tower for them. That same night they were talking, I'm hearing they beat you, and then they put you in the bed, and then you woke up and you heard them talking or saying something. And then that's when they decided to do something to you. Or it could have been days in between, and they were hoping that, you would just pass away in your sleep or something. And you ended up waking up, and they decided, oh, no, we got to do this today. And they decided to attack you in some type of way, shape, or form with an object. They're in a lot of regret for not confessing about this money, because they did all of this for money. They did all of this to stop you from having some type of wealth, and so they can have it. There is a masculine energy, an older masculine energy possibly, or it could be a younger, please take it and resonate, but they're looking for spiritual strength right now, and they're getting some type of disappointing news, or they're not enthused at all because they're getting some type of lack, or they're having some type of loss and grief right now. This is another masculine card right here, so it could be two masculines. Somebody's going to have to release some type of pain or something, or they're going to have to release something. Y'all, I kid y'all not, look how the cards going to come out. The Tower card. Whatever is to take place in the future, in the near future, somebody's going to be releasing fears. They're going to be able to move forward. But these people that were trying to hold somebody back from knowing the truth, they are about to be so scared. Temperance. And it's because of them trying to make somebody lazy so they wouldn't remember something. But somebody remembers. You remember what they did to you. Part 3, family.